Hello and welcome. I'm BluenoseLJ. This is my first video of the new year, so I'd like to start by saying a happy new year to all my fellow Evertonians out there, and anyone else that might be watching this video, a happy new year to you as well. I'd also like to say a big thank you to anybody that has supported my channel over the last few months since I started it late last year. Whether you have subscribed to the channel, whether you have commented on a video, shared a video, or even just watched one of my videos, it genuinely means a lot to me. And in any way that you have supported me, I do give you a big thank you. Now, going forward, it is my intention to be a lot more active with this channel. Over the last month or so, I have been a bit slow. I've been really busy with work, so I haven't been able to give my full attention to this channel. But going forward, it is my intention to be a lot more active and create a lot more content. A lot more live videos, whether that be the live football quizzes that I've been doing, the Everton football quizzes and general football quiz. But also, I'd like to do some watch-along football, obviously the Everton games, but also Premier League football in general, Champions League football, Europa League football, and maybe even some Championship football as well. So if you would like to just watch some football with me, subscribe to this channel and you'll be kept up to date when I go live, and obviously also any new videos that I create as well. Now, we have to go back to the game yesterday. Everton 0, West Ham 1, and we have to analyse that game. Now, it was really disappointing. We had the opportunity of going second in the table, but Everton did an Everton, and we didn't turn up. The game was really disappointing, to be honest. The whole team as general, we didn't really play very well. And we did miss out on that opportunity to go second in the league. We would have been just 1 point behind league leaders Liverpool, and obviously Manchester United as well, seeing they won their game last night. Now, as Everton fans, it is genuinely disappointing that we have done that and we didn't turn up to the game. But when you assess the whole season so far, we've played 16 games. We're currently in 4th position, 4 points behind league leaders Liverpool and Manchester United. And when you take that as a whole, we can't be too disappointed. Carlo Ancelotti has had less than really a season. He's been here for a year, but he had the second half of last season and only the start of this season and one real transfer window. So we've only brought in 4 real players, that are going to be part of the first team squad this year. And we need a lot more than that. So where we are at the moment is where realistically we could have expected Everton to be at the best scenario. I thought that Everton would finish somewhere between 4th and 6th. I genuinely thought that we would be fighting for Europa League. There was an opportunity for us to push on and maybe get Champions League football. But I did think that that would involve bringing in some new players in the January transfer window. That hasn't happened yet. So where we are right now, while it is disappointing that we didn't perform last night and we missed the opportunity of going second and closing the gap to Liverpool to 1 point, when you look at where we are, it is where we realistically should be. We did, we've missing Alan Digne last night as well. Richarlison is just coming back from that concussion that he had. James Rodriguez seems like he may have been rushed back for the game yesterday. So, we've missed a lot of the players that are really important to the squad. We've brought in Davies, and we all know that Davies is not good enough. Yes, he had a good game against Sheffield United, but, it wasn't world class or anything. It was a good game for Davies, but he isn't good enough. We brought on Tossum, who we know is not good enough. We have to accept that while we have an 11 that is good enough to challenge for the top four and maybe even challenge for a league title. We don't have the squad yet. And so we're really kind of overachieving with the squad that we have when we take into account the injuries that we have. We have to say, okay, we have to give time for the new players that we are likely to bring in the January transfer window to strengthen the squad. We don't have the squad to compete yet. So I understand the frustration of Everton fans. I feel it as well. West Ham are not exactly the best team in the league, but they're not the worst team either. They have some good players. David Moyes came with a plan yesterday of stopping us from playing and probably hit us on the counter, which is exactly what they did. And they fulfilled that. Had we played better, maybe we would have been able to get something from the game. I think we deserved a draw. I don't think we deserved to lose the game. But lose the game we did, and we have to face that. The fact is that we've just come off of a run of 12 points out of 12, 4 wins out of 4 against teams that we probably wouldn't have expected to win. Okay, the Sheffield United game apart, we would have expected to maybe win that, even though Sheffield United are going to be fighting for their lives at the moment. Leicester, Arsenal, Chelsea, we've beat 3 really, really good teams there. I know Arsenal are struggling, but they're still a really good team, and they won't finish where they are right now. They will push on. They've had 2 wins on the bounce and push themselves up the table. They're not going to finish where they are. They're likely to be fighting for a Europa League spot themselves. So when we take into account the fact that we've just gone through those 4 games with 4 wins, 12 points out of 12, yes. The game yesterday was disappointing, but when you look at that, that's 5 games, 12 points out of 15. That, when you look at the teams that we had to face, I think that is a good overall points recuperation. So, yes, it is disappointing, but when we look at the season as a whole, we're going into the new year in 4th place, 4 points off the top of the table. It's something that we have not done for a long, long time. We are going to strengthen in the January transfer window. Whether we can sustain a championship title race, I don't think so. But whether we can sustain the top 4, I really do genuinely think that where we are right now gives us a good platform to push on, bring some new players in, get rid of some of the players that are not going to be part of this squad going forward. And, the likelihood is that we are going to continue our push for top 4, which is in reality, after 1 season in charge of Everton, 1 full season in charge of Everton, if you would have said that Carlo Ancelotti would get us into the Champions League or even fighting for it at the start of this season, I would have bit your hand off. So, yes, I am going to reiterate again, it was disappointing last night. The team didn't perform. There were a lot of players last night that had off days, but this happens. When we assess the season as a whole, right now, where we are, we have to be happy with that. I am happy. Disappointed with the result, but I'm happy with the overall position and where we are at the moment. We're going to push on again. We have the FA Cup game next, and then we go back to the league. I think we have Wolves next. So that's going to be another tough game. Maybe we would have brought in a player or 2, and we'll see where we go from there. That's it basically for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Like I say, please subscribe, and I will do some more live videos, and there'll be a lot more content coming from this channel. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you on my next video.